What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates for you guys to enjoy throughout all of the summer transfer window, first and fast on YouTube. So if you want to stay up to date with Mr. Manchester City when it comes to transfers, then make sure you have subscribed. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship, for any videos, or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim, and also don't forget, most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check that out, then the link is in the description. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest transfer news this summer, not just for Manchester City, but for all of the transfer news from around the world. So if you want to go and download it, it's a free app to download, then please use my link, as it does help support the future content created here on my channel. It does keep these videos coming for you guys. So we've got 3 stories to talk about for today's video. We're going to start off first with the outs, and we've got an update on Filip Stevanovic. Now, he has officially had his loan at SC Heerenveen over in the Netherlands cancelled. That's been cancelled early. He was due to be out there for another season on loan. He has returned back to Manchester City, or certainly on paper has returned back to Manchester City. He is expected to stay out on loan for City, certainly for the upcoming season. It has been described before as potentially going out for even longer, and if that is the case, he is expected to stay in the Netherlands. So we'll have to wait and see as to where Stefanovic ends up, but it won't be Heerenveen, as they wanted to return him back to Manchester City. So moving on to the ins, we've got an update on Enzo Fernandez. Now, he plays for River Plate. He was getting linked with Manchester City along with Julian Alvarez throughout the spring months, and he won't be joining Manchester City, pretty much is the update here. It has been confirmed that he is set to sign for Benfica. He's going to sign for 10 million euros plus 8 million euros in add-ons from River Plate in Argentina to Benfica, which, yeah, there we go. He won't be joining Manchester City, and he was a potential midfielder that City were going to have a look at, but that is a transfer that just won't be happening. Now, moving on to the final story, and really the meat of this video, comes in the form of a new name that's just come out today, and all of a sudden things have just accelerated so quickly that I don't know what to make of it. So, the player's name is Stefan Ortega. Now, he's a 29-year-old goalkeeper. He played for Armina Bielefeld over in Germany. He's out of contract, and according to Kicker in Germany, they said that he was set to join Manchester City. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, this is a really odd transfer. So when I get around to doing my transfer updates, I make little notes here and there about things, and I just put, this is odd because I don't know what Manchester City's plan is here with Ortega and what they want to do with him. You would think that if he's going to join Manchester City, he's either going to come in, he's not going to displace Ederson, obviously, so he's either going to come in as Man City's new number 2 or number 3. But we've already put Scott Carson on a new contract. He signed a 1-year extension, and Man City's plan with that will be for him to be Manchester City's new number 3, and Ortega's not going to sign for Man City and be happy to not be registered wasted by the club while Scott Carson takes up that place instead. And City aren't going to waste a spot in their squad by having 4 goalkeepers when you just don't need 4 goalkeepers. Or maybe that is Man City's thinking. Maybe they think we need 4 goalkeepers rather than 3 for the whole season. I can't wrap my head around it. The only thing, the 2 things that make logical sense here. Firstly, the most obvious is it means Zack Steffen's on his way out of Manchester City, and I will speak about that more in a little bit of detail in just one moment. Or Man City are signing Ortega with the plan of either using him in the Premier League or using him for another club and send him out on loan and get him a season's worth of experience of English football under his belt and sort out the future of Steffen potentially next season. Could be an option. Or Man City is signing him to send him somewhere else and he's just going to become a player potentially of the CFG or for somebody else. I don't know. Man City do have a habit every now and then of doing some very strange transfers. Aaron Moy being one of them. It normally comes from Australia when we make very odd signings, and I just cannot make sense of this. So you would think logically that this would mean that Zack Steffen is on his way out of Manchester City. And Chris Wheeler at the Daily Mail has said that Manchester City, the Chiefs, have been having doubts over Steffen ever since the FA Cup semi-final showing that he did against Liverpool. Now, I rate Steffen personally. I think if you gave him 38 Premier League games under his belt, he's a quality goalkeeper. He's highly rated. He did well on his loan in Germany. He was highly rated there. He's highly rated in his homeland of the United States of America. He's in their national team. He knows he's got the World Cup coming round the corner, so maybe he's thinking about leaving to try and get regular first team football so he can not only cement his place at the World Cup but as the USA's #1 goalkeeper as well, might be what's going through his mind. So maybe 2 + 2 does equal 4 when it comes to this transfer, and that may explain why Ortega is being linked with Manchester City. But I just find the wording so particular. He's a free contract. It's an easy transfer for City to get done, and the fact that they're saying that he's set to sign for Manchester City shows that all the agreements are in place. City are just going to wait to see what happens with their squad and then say to Ortega, right, sign on the dotted line, we're good to go. I don't know. Fabrizio Romano, he's confirmed that City have got a verbal agreement in place with Ortega to sign him on a free. Man City are just waiting to sort out the future of Zack Steffen first. So that's the direction Man City seemingly looking at here. Now, Mike Minay at BBC Radio Manchester has said that Manchester City do see Ortega as a squad player for next season, and he isn't necessarily a replacement for Steffen, but I've no idea how that would work. That suggests to me that City are going to have 4 goalkeepers, because it just doesn't make sense why we would have Scott Carson on a new 1-year deal unless we want to use him as part of our quota and he's only going to be used to be classed as a homegrown player. But if that's the case, why not just promote an academy player or an academy goalkeeper if their job is literally just to be there, to be around the squad? But Carson's got such personality that he's liked around the dressing room. I cannot make sense of this transfer. The only thing that makes sense to me is Steffen is on his way out, and I rate Steffen, so I'm disappointed by that. And we're bringing in a goalkeeper that's got no Premier League experience. You don't know how he's going to respond. You don't know how good he's going to be when he gets given limited opportunities, because he'd come in and be City's cup goalkeeper and you're going to be playing a rotated option to Ederson. It's just so difficult. And what makes it even more frustrating is we had the Ireland #1 and a quality young goalkeeper in Gavin Bazunu. We've let him leave. We've got a good sum of money for him, £12 million plus £4 million in add-ons. He wants to be a #1 goalkeeper, which is why I presume this would have been offered to him, and he's probably said no because he wants to be a #1 goalkeeper. But it had been great for a season to have had Bazunu here to learn from Ederson, to learn from the Manchester City squad, and get some vital cup experience with us, because there's always the potential of Man City getting to a League Cup final or an FA Cup final. And how often do you as a football player get the opportunity to play and start in these cup finals as well? And there is, I'm not saying it's likely, but I'm saying there is every chance, of course, that Man City do reach one or either or both of the cup finals for the domestic cup competitions, and also some minutes here and there as well. So I can't make sense of it. Now, what I've been reading about Ortega is highly rated by some. Some have been having a look at his statistics. His statistics don't make for great reading, but you've got to remember he plays for Bielefeld, of course. 33 appearances, conceding 53 and keeping 6 clean sheets. Doesn't sound like the best of statistics, but lots have been saying he's actually a very good shot stopper. Behind only Jan Sommer in the Bundesliga, he made the most saves last season. So maybe Man City are looking at something a little bit different, and maybe Man City are looking for, if we're having a backup goalkeeper, we want an excellent shot stopper who's going to offer us something different maybe to that of Ederson, because Steffen's got a very similar style to Ederson. He's not as good as Ederson, in my opinion, and so you've got a player that's not as good as the #1 choice goalkeeper. So maybe City are having a look at bringing in someone that's got something to offer that is different to Ederson. And of course, it could be a case that he could help Ederson in improving his shot stopping if that is his main attribute. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Can you help me make sense of this transfer? Because I'm puzzled by this. It's a very odd, very fast-paced, developing transfer that seems like it's almost done. I can't make sense of it. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget as well, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Daily Manchester City transfer updates coming for you guys to enjoy, so make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and of course all the latest transfer news this summer, not only for Manchester City but for everybody worldwide. Go and check them out. It's a free app to download, highly rated, and in my opinion the best footballing app out there. Anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and it keeps these videos coming for you guys, so go and check that out. And I'll see you all again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.